everybody. I wanted to get a quick tip out there and let you know about a little known function called the repeat transformation. Basically, this will take a part of your image, one of your layers, use a transform tool on it, and then you can repeat each transformation repeatedly with just a couple of quick clicks on your keyboard. Let me show you how this works here. We're just going to draw a very simple ugly shape. Now once I got that on its own layer, I'm going to open up the free transform tool and make an adjustment to it. We're going to enlarge a little and rotate. Once you press enter or click the check mark above, now to repeat that transformation, the enlargement and the slight rotation, hold your Control, Shift, and T key. Every time you press, it will enlarge further and rotate more. I'll take a couple steps back. Now, if you wanted to have multiple instances of this ugly shape, you would add the Alt key to this. So Control, Alt, Shift, and T, and each time I press, there's a new layer created with the adjusted shape. And from this, you can combine these layers to create a new brush or pattern. But what I'm going to do is get rid of these layers for now. And with our original shape, I'm going to open up the free transform tool and show you that you can also choose other things besides scale and rotate. Skew will work as well. Control Alt Shift T, and each time it is skewed more and more. Let's get rid of this layer here. And we can also use this with custom shapes. I'm going to choose the shape tool, the basic dog print here, and creating my shape. Now I want to transform this, so Control T to open up the free transform tool and make my adjustments. Press enter or click the check mark above. Now, if I want to alter and repeat the steps in that transformation, pressing Control, Shift, and T will adjust it each time. Take a couple steps back, and adding the Alt key will make copies of it as it has its adjustments done. But what you notice with the custom shape tool here, having shape chosen in the toolbar above, it doesn't create its own new layer. It stays on the same layer with multiple instances of that shape. So because that's the case, you can take your path selection tool and take your individual shapes and their adjustments, move them throughout your image wherever you might need them. Delete that, and the same thing goes for paths. Doing the same thing and making my free transform adjustments. We'll go with the skew and some slight enlargement there. And see in the paths panel, we've got the one dog print as a work path. But now we're going to press Control, Alt, Shift, and T to make multiple copies of that path, all in the same layer here. Once again, using the path selection tool, I can take those individual paths and move them around as necessary and adjust each one individually and bring them together when I'm done. And one last thing I wanted to show you here. Creating a new layer. I'm going to create some text here. Being very simple about it, just calling it text. And we're going to make this nice and large for the purposes of this example. Now with that text, I'm going to add in a bevel and emboss layer style. Pretty simple here. Inner bevel, chisel hard, depth at 1000%. Direction is up, size at 3 pixels. I'm not changing anything else here. Once that is okayed, I want to rasterize this. I don't need to, but I want to for this and the rasterize the layer style as well. Now that I've got that beveled and embossed, I'm going to open up the free transform tool, click the down arrow once and the right arrow once, and now holding Control, Alt, Shift, and T, pressing repeatedly, makes multiple copies, bringing it outward, giving it the appearance of 3D text. And once you merge all those layers together, you have your pseudo three-dimensional text. And you can place this anywhere you need in your image. Now there is a really wonderful tutorial out there by a YouTube channel called Keeling Design and Media. They have a tutorial on using this repeat transformation function to create an old style Superman comic book effect where the text is pulled out and it looks really wonderful. So I'm going to leave a link down below. Check that out. He's got a lot of other wonderful tutorials there. And have some fun creating your own Superman style comic book cover with this effect here. And that's my quick tip for you. I hope you had fun and learned something. If you want to see more videos as they're posted, as usual, click the subscribe button below or check a couple of my other videos I've got showcased on the right over there. And I look forward to seeing you again.